Hidden in your pocket change could be a small coin worth thousands. Let's uncover the rarest Roosevelt dimes ever minted. Make sure to watch till the end, because some of these coins are more extraordinary than you could ever imagine. You might even find that the next dime you pick up could be a hidden treasure. Sometimes the smallest coin in your pocket can hold the biggest surprise. Sometimes a coin you've seen thousands of times has a version so rare that almost no one will ever encounter it. And sometimes a simple dime ends up becoming the most valuable coin in an entire lineup. Today, our first and most important coin sets the tone for the rest of the video, because this one single piece of change shows just how unexpected modern coin values can be. The coin we're starting with is the 1983 D. Roosevelt dime, a coin so common in everyday circulation that most people never give it a second look. It has the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front and the torch with branches on the back, nothing out of the ordinary at first glance. It looks identical to every other dime from the 1980s. You would never guess that one example from this year would rise to become one of the most sought-after modern dimes ever graded. The interesting part is that the value of this coin has nothing to do with a mint error or a missing feature. It isn't rare because of a low mintage. The Denver Mint produced millions upon millions of these in 1983. So what makes it rare? The answer comes down to an idea that many new collectors overlook: condition rarity. Coins from the early 1980s were produced quickly and in huge numbers. Most were struck with average detail. Many came off the presses with small marks from the minting process itself. Others picked up friction or scratches as they mixed in bags with thousands of other coins. Because of that, finding a truly exceptional example from this time period is extremely difficult. When one coin manages to escape all the usual contact marks and comes out with strong details, clean surfaces, and excellent luster, it becomes something special. That's exactly what happened with this 1983 D dime. Among millions of ordinary coins, one single piece was found in such outstanding condition that it received the highest known grade for its year and mint. Collectors instantly recognized how unusual that was. A modern coin in top condition stands out, especially one from a year known for inconsistent quality. To understand why this coin is so significant, imagine how many stages a dime goes through before it reaches someone's pocket. Blank planchets often collide with each other before being struck. After striking, the new coins fall into bins where they hit thousands of other coins. Then they're bagged, shipped, counted, and handled multiple times. Most coins pick up tiny marks long before they enter circulation. For one dime to avoid all of that and remain nearly flawless is extremely rare. This single top-graded example didn't just outperform average coins, it outperformed every other known 1983 D dime. Not a handful. Not a few. Every single one. When graders examined it, the level of preservation set it apart instantly. There simply isn't another one like it, and that uniqueness is what drives collector interest. What makes this story even more interesting is the idea that this dime could have easily gone unnoticed. It might have been sitting in someone's drawer for years. It might have been saved from a roll by someone who liked collecting coins casually. It might have been tucked away without any idea of its future importance. That possibility is what encourages many people to look through their change even today. Collectors understand that top-graded coins often become the highlight of a collection. Modern condition rarities like this one have become increasingly desirable because they represent the very best example of something millions of people once used every day. For some collectors, owning the finest known coin of a particular year is more appealing than owning an older coin that thousands of people already have in high grade. And that is what gives this 1983 D dime its power. It isn't valuable because it's old. It isn't valuable because it's flashy or unusual in appearance. It's valuable because it survived against the odds. It represents the single highest quality example of an extremely common coin, and being the best of millions is a powerful thing in the world of numismatics. When this coin finally made its way to auction, collectors immediately understood what they were looking at. The bidding reflected that knowledge. It wasn't treated like a routine modern coin. It wasn't seen as a simple curiosity. It was recognized as a top-tier rarity, and that kind of recognition always brings strong competition. This interest drove the price far beyond what most people would ever expect for a coin from the 1980s. It sent a clear message: even modern coins can reach significant values when they are unique survivors. And for many collectors, that adds excitement to the hobby. It proves that valuable finds are still possible, even with coins that look completely ordinary on the surface. So as you listen to this story, imagine how many 1983 D dimes have slipped through your hands over the years. Imagine the possibility that something incredibly valuable might have passed by unnoticed. That thought alone is enough to make anyone check their change a little more carefully. And now, here is the part many people wait for, the result that makes this coin the highlight of today's video. The top-graded 1983 D Roosevelt dime, the single finest example known, reached an impressive final auction price of $71,000. The next coin in today's video comes from 1995, a year that most collectors pass by without expecting anything unusual. Yet hidden within that large production run was a single coin that ended up reshaping the way collectors look at modern condition rarities. The coin is the 1995 P1 dime, a piece struck for everyday use but preserved in a way that exceeded expectations for its entire mintage year. Most coins from the mid-1990s followed the same pattern: produced quickly, moved through the minting system, and sent out into circulation where they immediately began to show signs of normal handling. This cycle usually leaves minor marks on the surfaces long before the coin reaches the general public. That's why the standout 1995 P dime became such a topic of conversation among collectors. It managed to avoid nearly all of the typical disruptions that impact condition. During grading, the coin revealed a level of sharpness and surface quality rarely associated with its year. Instead of the small nicks and scattered contact points that commonly appear on coins from fast-moving production lines, this piece held a noticeably cleaner appearance. The field showed smoothness, the details retained strength, and the coin displayed a consistency that graders see only on exceptional survivors. Collectors immediately took interest in the report because it placed this particular 1995 P dime at the highest position for its date and mint. Where most coins from that year clustered within predictable grade ranges, this one rose beyond the usual ceiling. Condition-based rarities rely entirely on separation, and this coin became a textbook example of that separation, standing alone without another piece sharing its status. With modern coins, examples like this are especially meaningful. The 1990s saw intense production levels, resulting in large volumes of coins being handled with minimal protection. Automated systems and bulk transportation left very little opportunity for dimes to remain unmarked. So when one emerges in pristine quality, collectors view it as a statistical outlier, a coin that slipped through a high-volume process without picking up the common flaws. Because the grading community recognized its unique condition, it gained immediate traction among registry set collectors. These collectors aim to assemble the finest known examples of each year and mint, and a coin sitting alone at the top is considered a prize. This created ongoing interest, especially since the likelihood of discovering another dime that could match or surpass this grade remains extremely low. As collectors reviewed the population numbers, the significance became even clearer. Many modern issues have several top-graded examples competing in the same category, but the 1995 P dime had no such competition. It held the top spot by itself. That gave it a level of exclusivity that turned it into a key modern condition rarity almost instantly. The story of this coin reminds collectors that rarity isn't always about age or production mistakes. Sometimes rarity emerges through preservation, one coin avoiding the usual marks while millions of others don't. That simple difference can turn a circulating coin into a highly desirable piece. This particular dime became one of the few modern pieces collectors actively discuss when talking about top-grade outliers. When the coin eventually reached auction, the response validated its status. Bidders were not reacting to the year, nor to any unusual traits, but to the confirmation that it remained unmatched in quality. Collectors who strive for the absolute best saw this as an opportunity that wouldn't come again easily. With only one coin occupying the highest position, owning it meant controlling the finest known example of the 1995 P dime, something no other collector could replicate. Competition among bidders grew steadily, supported by the understanding that a second coin of equal caliber had not surfaced. For many collectors, this type of exclusivity matters more than rarity based on low mintages or age. It provides an edge in registry rankings and gives a collection a centerpiece that stands above common entries. The 1995 P dime offered exactly that, a precise combination of preservation, timing, and demand. The final sale number demonstrated how strongly collectors valued this exceptional piece. While it began its life as a typical 10-cent coin, its unmatched grade pushed it far beyond the realm of ordinary modern currency. The price it reached wasn't influenced by errors, special strikes, or unusual production. It was earned purely through condition superiority, the highest compliment a modern circulation strike can receive. When the auction closed, the result placed this 1995 P1 dime among the most valuable modern dimes ever sold, reaching a remarkable figure of $59,000, a number that reflects both its rarity and its place at the top of its grading category. Its sale serves as a reminder that unexpected treasures still appear within modern production years, and coins that seem entirely routine can become highly sought after when preserved at an exceptional level. For collectors, it reinforces the idea that every decade holds potential and that top-grade survivors from common years can carry real weight in the market. With this coin complete, the list continues, bringing more unique pieces and surprising values that show just how diverse the world of rare coins can be. Each coin we cover today earned its position through different reasons, and the next one adds yet another layer to that story. Moving on to the next coin in today's list, we have the 1998 P1 dime, a coin that originally entered circulation with no special attention and no expectation of becoming a standout rarity. Yet within that massive production run, a single piece emerged with qualities that pushed it into the upper ranks of modern condition collectibles. It became one of the strongest examples of how a coin intended for everyday use can unexpectedly gain importance simply through exceptional preservation. The 1998 P dime was produced during a period when minting systems were focused on efficiency and speed. Large volumes were processed, counted, transferred, and stored using automated equipment. Under these conditions, coins normally develop small hints of friction before they ever reach the hands of the public. Even minimal contact is enough to lower a coin's potential during grading, which is why most 1998 P dimes sit within predictable quality ranges. However, this particular coin avoided the usual marks that appear early in a coin's life. When experts examined it, they noted how consistently smooth its fields were, how well the details held their shape, and how free the surfaces were from the minor disruptions that limit most mid to late 1990s dimes. Instead of displaying the faint scuffs typical of the year, this piece presented itself with a level of precision rarely found on a standard strike. Collectors who study modern condition rarities often look for coins that outperform their entire mintage group, and this 1998 P dime fit that category perfectly. It didn't stand out because of a unique minting process or a special die. Its appeal was rooted entirely in the fact that it achieved a grade higher than any other known example. That status placed it at the top of the population report, giving it a level of exclusivity that immediately attracted attention. Registry set builders, in particular, appreciate coins like this because they allow a collection to reach the highest recorded score for a given year. When only one coin holds the best-known grade, it becomes a key piece, something that cannot be substituted with a similar example. This kind of exclusivity is especially important for collectors who prioritize precision, completeness, and top rankings. The rarity of such coins is tied not to how many exist in total, but to how many exist in truly outstanding condition. Most of the 1998 P dimes produced have long entered circulation, faced repeated handling, or settled in bulk storage with countless other coins. This process leaves behind only a small number of pieces with the potential to achieve high grades, and even fewer that can remain flawless enough to reach the top. Once the grade of this specific coin was announced, it quickly became clear that it stood alone. No other 1998 P dime matched its preservation, and that difference was significant enough to give it a strong position in the modern market. Collectors recognized it as the leading example for its year, a coin that represented what a nearly perfect circulation strike from 1998 could look like. As word spread, interest continued to grow. Collectors of contemporary coins are increasingly aware of how rare it is for a modern issue to produce a single, unmatched top-grade example. The fact that this dime achieved that standing without being part of a special set made it even more appealing. Its excellence was a product of survival, not circumstance. When the coin eventually reached auction, bidders approached it with an understanding of what made it valuable, not age, not mistakes, but superior condition. Competing bidders saw a chance to secure a coin that placed them at the top of the registry ranking for 1998 P dimes, something that could influence the strength and competitiveness of an entire collection. Interest continued climbing as bidders realized just how unlikely it would be for another example to appear with identical qualities. Many collectors follow auction trends closely, and the lack of competing top-graded pieces made this coin even more desirable. Its presence in the auction signaled an opportunity that might not return, giving it additional weight among those who track modern condition rarities seriously. The bidding moved upward as multiple collectors recognized that opportunities like this are rare and often come only once. With no equivalent piece in the market, the coin became the clear focus of attention. Its quality spoke for itself, and the graded results served as undeniable proof of its superiority. By the end of the auction, the final price highlighted just how meaningful condition can be, even for a coin minted in the late 1990s. The 1998 P1 dime, a circulation strike that stood alone at the highest grade for its year, achieved an impressive value of $53,000. Its sale strengthened the message that modern coins can still deliver unexpected surprises. Quality alone can elevate a common denomination into a remarkable collectible. As the video continues, each coin builds on that idea, showing that every year and every mint carries its own potential for standout discoveries. What makes this coin particularly interesting is how it reminds collectors that rarity isn't always about low mintage. Sometimes, the story is entirely about preservation and timing. For modern coins, where millions may have been produced, true scarcity is found in perfection. This 1998 P dime exemplifies that principle beautifully, proving that even coins we handle every day can become extraordinary under the right circumstances. Owning a coin like this doesn't just add value, it adds a piece of history, a snapshot of meticulous survival through decades of circulation. For collectors aiming to secure top-tier examples, this dime sets a benchmark that may not be matched for years to come. Now let's move on to a coin that many might overlook but has quietly become a modern collector favorite, the 2004 D1 dime. Produced in large quantities at the Denver Mint, this coin was intended for ordinary circulation. Millions were released into banks, stores, and everyday life, with no expectation that any would become noteworthy. Yet, against all odds, a single example has emerged that stands out due to its exceptional preservation and eye-catching quality. The story of this coin begins with its creation. In 2004, the United States Mint focused on efficiency, precision, and consistency. Automated systems handled millions of coins daily, from striking to counting to packaging. While the minting process was designed to produce flawless coins, the handling involved during distribution made it nearly impossible for most circulation strikes to remain perfect. Even a slight bump or rub could leave tiny marks, making high-grade survivors extremely rare. What makes this particular 2004 D dime remarkable is how it avoided those common imperfections. Its surfaces remain smooth, with almost no contact marks, while the design retains sharp relief and detail. Roosevelt's portrait is clear and defined, and the inscriptions around the coin show no signs of wear or softness. The reflective luster, which usually fades quickly in circulation, has remained vibrant, giving the coin a sense of vitality unusual for a modern strike. Collectors of modern coins often look beyond historical significance or low mintage numbers when assessing value. Instead, they focus on condition, strike quality, centering, and visual appeal. This dime excels in all these areas. It demonstrates that even a coin meant for everyday use can achieve exceptional status when preserved under favorable conditions. Another fascinating aspect of this coin is how it fits into the modern registry collecting world. Registry collectors seek coins that represent the best examples for each year and mint mark. A top-quality 2004 D dime allows a collection to reach a competitive edge in these rankings. Because most coins of this type have minor handling marks or subtle imperfections, a single coin in this level of condition becomes highly desirable. The rarity of this dime is not based on mintage numbers but on the improbability of survival. Millions were produced, but most quickly accumulated small flaws through normal circulation. Coins like this one are extraordinarily rare because they combine both quality and survival, a combination that few collectors ever encounter. Interest in the coin grew steadily as word spread among enthusiasts and auction houses. Collectors recognize that opportunities to acquire such a well-preserved modern dime are extremely limited. The uniqueness of the coin attracted attention not only from registry collectors but also from modern coin investors who understood its long-term value potential. What also makes this coin compelling is the lesson it teaches about modern coin collecting. Unlike older coins, which often gain value from age, historical events, or unique errors, the 2004 D dime highlights the importance of preservation and condition. It shows that even a mass-produced coin can become highly desirable when it survives in exceptional shape. In addition, the coin's survival illustrates how unpredictable collecting can be. Many pieces of the same year have long since passed through countless hands, each adding minor wear or scratches. The fact that this coin avoided such damage makes it a rare snapshot of minting perfection, a reminder that time, care, and luck all play a role in determining value. Collectors also note the coin's aesthetic qualities. Beyond just being high-grade, it has excellent eye appeal, with a reflective surface that enhances the design details. The combination of sharp relief, consistent strike, and pristine fields makes it a standout in any collection. When the coin eventually appeared at auction, it drew intense competition. Multiple collectors were willing to pay a premium, knowing that an opportunity like this may never arise again. Its appeal lay not in rarity of production or unusual characteristics, but in its perfect state, a nearly flawless example of a modern circulation strike. Its final sale underscored the importance of quality in the modern coin market. Rather than relying on age or historical significance, collectors placed immense value on condition, striking the perfect balance between scarcity and preservation. By the end of the bidding, the 2004 D1 dime had earned a remarkable final price, proving that even a coin from a common year can achieve extraordinary recognition when preserved under ideal circumstances. This coin sold for $37,000, a figure that not only reflects its rarity but also highlights the importance of survival in top-grade condition. Beyond the monetary aspect, the 2004 D dime has become an inspirational piece for modern collectors. It demonstrates that even recently minted coins hold potential for significance, and it encourages careful collection practices. Those who study the coin can learn about minting techniques, striking quality, and how survival over time affects value. Ultimately, this dime proves that rarity isn't always about low numbers or historical events, it can also be about exceptional condition and survival. The 2004 D1 dime stands as a testament to what is possible in the world of modern coin collecting. A coin once destined for everyday circulation can, under the right circumstances, achieve remarkable recognition and worth. In the last spot on today's list, we have the 2015 P1 dime, a coin that may look ordinary to most people but can hold hidden interest for collectors who know what to look for. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, this dime was released into circulation alongside millions of others, fulfilling its everyday purpose of facilitating commerce. At the time, there was no expectation that any would stand out, and yet, in the world of coin collecting, even a modern circulation strike can become notable under the right circumstances. What sets certain 2015 P dimes apart is their condition. Most coins entering circulation face countless microabrasions, small scratches, and wear from handling and transportation. Over time, these effects dull details, soften lettering, and diminish the sharpness of the design. However, some coins manage to escape this fate, surviving in exceptional shape that maintains nearly all the original mint detail. These are the coins collectors seek because condition is one of the most important factors when determining a coin's potential value or desirability. Even small differences in strike quality or luster can make a modern dime interesting. The 2015 P dime features Roosevelt's portrait and inscriptions that are often clear, but only a few examples show these features in perfect, crisp detail. Coins that maintain strong, reflective surfaces and fully defined relief stand out from the thousands of others minted that year. Such quality can elevate a coin from ordinary change into something collectible, even if it's only a decade old. Errors and anomalies also make modern coins intriguing. While the Philadelphia Mint uses automated processes designed to minimize mistakes, subtle errors occasionally appear. A 2015 P dime could show slight doubling on the date or letters, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet characteristics. Even minor deviations can catch the eye of collectors who specialize in modern coins, where rarity is often defined by small differences rather than low mintage numbers. Beyond errors and condition, eye appeal plays a crucial role. Coins with attractive toning, strong contrast between design and fields, or well-preserved reflective surfaces tend to command attention. For a 2015 P dime, a clean, sharp, and visually appealing example can become highly sought after because it represents one of the few coins from that year to survive so perfectly. Even subtle differences in brightness, luster, or surface texture can affect how desirable a coin is in the collecting world. Another factor to consider is survivorship. Millions of 2015 P dimes were produced, but the vast majority circulated, handled repeatedly, and were exposed to daily wear. The coins that survive in near pristine condition are far fewer, making them stand out. Collectors who value quality over quantity recognize that a well-preserved modern dime can hold potential significance simply because it has avoided common circulation damage. Registry collectors often pay particular attention to coins like this. Modern registry sets aim to gather the best examples of each year and mint mark, which makes high-grade modern coins especially valuable in the context of competitive collections. A 2015 P dime with superior condition, sharp relief, and perfect surfaces may serve as a centerpiece in a modern collection, even without being historically old or rare in the traditional sense. It's also important to approach modern coins with a careful eye. Even though the 2015 P dime is widely available, mistakes or subtle features can make one example far more interesting than another. Collectors often examine coins under magnification to detect anomalies, irregularities, or exceptional qualities that could make a coin a hidden gem. What seems ordinary at first glance can reveal surprising detail and potential value to those willing to look closely. The coin also demonstrates the educational aspect of modern collecting. Examining a 2015 P dime can teach collectors about minting techniques, die processes, and the effects of circulation over time. It provides an opportunity to study how modern minting machines create thousands of coins daily and how only a tiny fraction survive in near-perfect condition. Understanding these aspects deepens appreciation for coins that achieve exceptional quality, even in the modern era. Another consideration is how the market views condition in modern coins. Collectors increasingly understand that perfect or nearly perfect modern coins are rare. Unlike older coins, where age and historical significance drive value, modern coins derive value primarily from preservation, strike quality, and anomalies. The 2015 P dime highlights this dynamic perfectly, showing that even recent issues can be desirable if they meet the standards of today's collectors. For casual holders of change, the lesson is clear: check before spending. Even a coin that seems like ordinary pocket change may be worthy of closer inspection. Minor errors, exceptional strike quality, or outstanding condition can transform a modern dime into a collectible piece. Coins like this remind us that value is not always obvious and sometimes requires a careful eye and a little patience to uncover. Ultimately, the 2015 P dime illustrates that rarity is not just about age or mintage numbers. Even modern circulation coins can be collectible if they survive in extraordinary condition, display attractive features, or reveal small anomalies. Every coin tells a story, and in some cases, the story of preservation, quality, and survival is what makes it compelling. Thank you so much for watching and exploring these incredible coins with us. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest coin discoveries. Your support means a lot and helps us bring more fascinating content your way. Stay tuned for more rare finds and collector tips in our upcoming videos.